Welcome to the Slick Talk Podcast, where we have conversation that needs to be conversed. I am the host, Rodney Griffin Jr. Before I introduce my guest, my bad. I know it's been a minute. Scheduling, been sick, no, not COVID. Trying to get people here. My boy Sam is out getting money. He gonna be back, I promise. But regardless, I'm here. Trust me. It wasn't like I wanted to be away. It wasn't like I was dealing with what I was dealing with last time that caused me to not be consistent. Either way, I'm here. I got y'all. There's a lot of stuff I've been wanting to talk about. I want to talk about the Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire. I was mad I couldn't talk about that. I was like, damn. But I'm here now with a very special friend of mine. He actually has been on this channel before. Back during the Stuff Talk session days.
Like sooner.
Oh yeah, yes, man. I wish the studio was still there.
Oh, number?
No, like I think the studio is there still, but we're not there.
Allowed to use it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're not allowed to use it. But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome back a recent Suno graduate, official alumni, my boy Sean.
Nice to meet y'all.
Deshaun Don.
Oh man, what's going on with you?
Nah, I've been had that plan because you was supposed to be my co-host here when I thought Sam wasn't gonna come back.
Yeah, I know, man, but I had a lot going on, schooling and trying to get med school. And
understand? Med school, damn. So you was on that Oxnard commercial for a purpose.
nah, that was actually the head trainer for like the Saints and the Pelicans is my doctor also.
Oh, okay.
So, me and him have a strong relationship.
You was on that Oxnard picture for a purpose. We're gonna stick to that story.
Nah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't even really want to be a doctor at the time. Like, I was still trying to fill it out. I had a better chance of being a drug dealer at that moment.
Oh, shoot.
I ain't know where I was
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I can't sell drugs. That's how I knew I couldn't make it.
Oh, no, I could. Hey, shoot.
Me in jail.
My dad wouldn't
just
allow
don't go together.
My parents wouldn't allow me.
Mine's either, but at the same time, jail? Like, that's my number one.
No, I look too good to be in jail. I look too good to be in jail. You're not about to lock a real nigga up. No.
Shit.
No. That is not happening.
So I will go join the military before I go to prison. I'll sign my whole life away there.
My dad didn't want me to join the military. He was in the military, so he was like, I'm not about to wake you up at 5 in the morning. Like yeah. he was an army recruit for about 17 years, but he was in the army for about 33.
Ooh, yeah, I couldn't do it.
You know how happy he was to retire?
You know how happy I was when they told me they didn't want me?
Nah, I told them straight up when I was salutatorian, the salutatorian in my middle school, when I was
You said middle school.
Yeah, I was the man, nigga. Back in middle school when I had to do a speech behind the valedictorian, shout out to Jamari, that my speech was better, but shout out to you. I told everybody straight up, shout out to my dad for risking his life, for being in the army, etc. But am I next?
Dang, you remember middle school? I barely remember my classmates.
I got two basketball championships in middle school. How could I forget? What? Shout out to the Dithia, man. Look, we got catching up to do, AD. But let's get to the show. We got things to talk about.
We can catch up later.
I'm glad we started a little positive, but we got shift things a little bit because I actually woke up to this. This Ronald Greene situation that I've been seeing all over the place. Sean doesn't know about it, so I'm gonna try to catch you up.
Right,
all right, so this actually happened here not in New Orleans, but in this state,
Louisiana.
in Monroe, Louisiana, in West Monroe. This was back in 2019. I don't remember exactly what date, which quarter, but it was in 2019. A few like three groups, a group of cops with 3 people in it, I think, brought this guy Ronald Greene to the hospital, already dead. They said he died in a car crash in a tree. The doctor examined the body, but noticed a couple taser marks on his back. And he's like, ain't no way in hell a tree could tase somebody. And also, when you look at the car in the car crash, it might have a few dents here and there, but in the back area. You never heard a car crash
I ain't
into a
never,
train.
unless he was doing a Need for Fast and the Furious moment, Need for Speed montage, going in reverse. Right. That's the only way that can happen.
Look, even if that is the case, the way the car looked, the front was clean. No, the airbag was not launched,
came out.
Nothing, but his face, that
was fucked up.
Right. Oh. Huh. So they've been trying to push to see what was going on. The police department didn't budge. It was to the point that I think it was labeled a civil case. I think it was like mid last year for them to finally spill the beans. Be like, okay, there was more that happened to it, and then the footage came out either today or yesterday, and dude, they was tasing them. They was trying to pull him out of the car. There was a gap between what happened then in the next clip where they had him on the ground. They was beating them. They was telling him, get out the car, mother lover. There was the it was.
It got hectic.
Right. Like I think they was beating his back with the handcuffs. Like his face was bruised. Like he was bloody all over the place. Like they was the cops was saying, yo, I hope this, like there's blood on me. I hope this guy don't have AIDS or something. True story. I would say look at the footage, but I don't know if whether or not you.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna definitely look at it.
I sent you a link of the whole thing. So.
You just sent me that link. You sent me the one about the Joe Budden.
Nah, I also sent you another one. This morning.
Nah, my God.
This morning.
Nah. Yesterday, 1844.
I promise you I sent.
Nothing came through.
My iPad. I promise you I sent it. That's messed up. Damn, that's messed up. 1844, nigga. What?
I use
military time. Jesus.
Yeah, I use military time.
You wasn't joking when you was saying you was about to be in the military. You was glad they didn't accept you.
The only reason they didn't accept me is because of sickle cell, because of health reasons. But my ASVAB score was sky high. I could have, I almost scored up to score like the 10th percentile in the top scores.
Because you're a different nigga.
Nah, I didn't know. I thought we was just actually taking the test, and I was trying to. My partners bet me that he could get a higher score than me. Mm-hmm. I didn't know what the fuck he was taking. I thought it was ACT when we first started. And he was like, nah, this is for the military. Military? I ain't trying to go there right now. Then they're talking about paying for you, and I was like, ooh, nigga could get a Camaro.
Yeah, only in this Slick Talk podcast, some way, somehow, we could address a serious subject and somehow find funny in somewhere else.
Man. Cause what, man?
But that's a funny story, though. Like,
because we been getting messed over for a while.
Hell
you
yeah.
know?
Oh yeah, it ain't over. They also handcuffed it, like he was dead at some point. It was blood all over the place. They handcuffed his feet, and they dragged him on the ground, face all rubbing on concrete. When you lying about like something happened, you know, you try to protect yourself or what you did. Well, it's pretty much the
same thing.
Yeah, what you did was messed up, right. And you would definitely get in trouble for it.
What I was taught as a child, right is right and wrong is wrong.
The officer got fired, but he definitely needs more than that.
Fired?
Yeah. But that before this finally blew up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I also think what Rachel Maddow said. I think I pronounced the last name right.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, she ain't gonna watch this. I think she also said was like the George Floyd also ignited to help push like some of the kids. Because at the end of the day, I always say this: we be surprised what stuff does not make the news, especially CNN.
Definitely in them small places like that, it go crazy.
Yeah, man. Like shit, I didn't even know we had them. I think I did, but I forgot. I didn't even think I remember we had Monroe in Louisiana.
Yeah, ULM, the school.
I actually went there for a college trip, so I'm like, how the hell did I forget we had Monroe?
Oh no, I knew a girl that went there.
Hey.
Yeah, that's the only reason I knew. I ain't never been to their college campus or nothing.
It's not a bad campus. It's not a bad campus.
I wanted to go to ULL.
That's not a bad campus.
Just for partying though, not for school.
I know a couple people over there, but nah, man, dog. Like this was the prime example why when I wanted to talk about that Derek Chauvin, the guy that killed George Floyd. Like that case, I remember when when they pleaded him guilty, when we was ready to see like what it was gonna plead him, after they pleaded him guilty, a part of me wanted to celebrate, but then reality kicked in like 10 seconds later. Was like, I don't know if I shit, I don't know if I should celebrate or not because like
20,000.
Yeah, look, yeah, not just that. Like, cause my sister asked me why do I feel this way, just out of curiosity, and I was like, well, one, we still gotta wait for the sentencing, and two, I'm just waiting for the chaos to happen, because that's one out of how many?
I think they said like 20,000 cases happened so far.
And not just that. Like when I said I'm waiting for the chaos to happen, we're gonna deal with this all over again some way somehow.
Facts.
It's the summer is approaching. The summer's pretty much here. Mm-hmm. Police brutality is hot in the summertime. I didn't forget about summer 16. Mm-hmm. I would say names, but it's too many to keep up with for me to remember at this point. RIP to all of them. So I don't want to make it sound like I'm like their names do not matter. Everybody's names matter.
Condolences to their families.
Yes, especially. But what am I about to say? I hate when I do that. But then ironically, when I said that, finding out 2 days later on the same day, Ma'Khia Bryant, the Ma'Khia Bryant situation with the knife, when she got killed, that happened the same day as the trial.
Yup.
And now we find out about this.
It's a never-ending cycle. You know, I said, I'm not trying to start no uproar, but I feel like, you know, it's the government. You know, if we want full change, we gotta demand it, man. We gotta start from the top and work our way down.
And I think we are, honestly. I think we are, but at the end of the day, it's like, it's so much work to be done.
Yeah, throw the whole Constitution away.
And then some.
Yeah.
And then some. To be honest, I don't really have, I never really had that much faith in Joe Biden, but I was just ready to get Trump out of there.
Nah, honestly though, I would have rather Trump.
Well, this should be good. I gotta hear this. Why would you rather Trump?
Because what I feel with Trump is, he showed you what America truly is. That we all forgot
as far
about.
As that,
and then on top of that, hey, everybody talk about, oh yeah, Joe Biden gave us the stimulus. Well, yeah, he gave us $1,400, but wasn't Trump trying to give us like 24? So I'm like, that's what we gonna judge it off the money. All right, yeah, but because I had the barbershop talk, we was in the barbershop.
Nice line,
so,
by the way.
Thank you, man. Thank you. But shout out to my guy. I said, you know what I'm saying, keep it cut. But yeah, it was just talking. I was like, what about everything else going on? I'm like, what else is going on? He was like, man, he racist. The guy you just brought in then said a whole lot of racist remarks.
Like, sorry, I didn't forget about the if you
His
don't know the difference between voting for me and voting for Trump, then you ain't black. I didn't forget about that.
Not even that, beforehand. So we gonna judge someone. We gotta judge fully. Yeah. Let's talk about all his bills that he done passed beforehand.
Yeah, the only thing, not only that, even now the bills that haven't been passed yet, because I just found out recently about like, cause you and I on the phone were talking about the stop Asian hate stuff. And
yeah, and they all got
nothing against that. I got mad love for Asian people. Got love for all of them. I know. So trust me, I went to school with like a large population of Asian people. Yep. So trust me, there's no hate towards them. I got love towards everybody. But at the same time, it's like it's crazy seeing you guys rush and hustle up to
get a bill within first 30 days.
Yeah.
But we've been fighting this same fight for over 80 years.
I think there was 200 cases. I think there's 200 cases of like
our bill going through that.
Yeah, a lynching rule, like different kinds of lynching rules for them to stop to like kill lynching, and not one.
None of them got passed.
I'm like 200, 5, maybe 10. Cause y'all get a lot of rule. 200 cases.
But you gotta think about it. The way our Congress, they could keep going over and over again.
Right.
So I feel we need to put a cap on them so we can start some of them old people over.
Right.
Because you got to think about it, we got them same old conservatives from back then. So let's change it. We need to change it up.
The only reason why I was about to be defensive mode with what you about to say, well, you rather be Trump there. Cause I understand what you're saying. I'm not mad at that. I'm glad Trump's not there, but I understand what you meant.
I wish he was though, man. honestly, I wish he still
only
won.
because it keep exposing more and more people.
And not just that.
Honestly, I've been saying I wouldn't be
country.
surprised.
I feel, and then on top of that, I feel we would never. Nothing will fully happen until how they say of Phoenix, right? They say it must burn before it comes back, right? So I feel the only way for us to fully get what's ours is for ours to be destroyed first. The country to go up.
Oh, so
we was losing money.
So you think Trump had the power to destroy it?
Nah, I'm just saying the economy.
Because he's the reason why you got masks on, even when I told you like everything's safe, everything's good, I'm fully vaccinated, etc.
But that I still don't. You can't put that on him.
Well, he could have handled that a lot better than he did.
But that ain't just the president's fault, though.
That's
Congress.
Not, but
you know there's a lineup before they actually get to the president, right?
Right.
It's a full line of people that it must go through before he even know about it.
But look how he handled it, too, especially once he got here.
What you want them to do?
Be a little bit more efficient than saying, the heat is going to, like, push the COVID away. Like, once it gets hot, it'll melt away all COVID. Like, everybody will be straight. My friend, that's not how science works. I'm not even the best at science at subject of science. Even though I know that's not.
So how it works. Okay, so we gonna talk about Joe Biden with the new strain?
Hey man, look, I'll be real with you. I'll be honest, because at the end of the day, we all know like this is the whole. I forgot the damn word. The whole election was just us trying to choose between the lesser evil. I've been said that on the pod. I've been said that, etc. I don't really had much faith in Joe. I was just trying to
get. We didn't pick the lesser evil. I feel they in the same boat.
Hey, look.
One is in a blue kayak and the other one is in the yellow. That's the only difference that was.
Look. Also, the only difference is maybe Joe knows how to disguise it better.
Yeah, but would you rather? So would you rather somebody be a snake
or some
behind you, or
somebody tell you straight up? Yeah, I'm a snake, though. I'm right here. I'm a snake. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. So you want the snake to tell you it's a snake when it bites you?
I can look. My thing was for me is like someone with a little bit more experience, but he kept saying, even though I seen through all of that, he kept trying to use the black, and I've been said this, like the black support, the black dollar, etc. He kept looking for the black votes, the black support, etc. Even Kamala Harris. I understand. I understand why people feel that way. Him joining up with her for to be VP was not just.
That wasn't for blacks. That was for Asian because they're trying to cool off. They trying to build their
yes, but
love with them.
But the reason why I'm saying is because black women get on always on black women's side.
He went with the sorority from her. He went with the black women with the sorority because she's an AKA.
Right.
But yeah, she
and you know sometimes we as a black community can be swayed easily.
Facts. Look at what we did with Obama. Cause nobody tell you what Obama policies was. Shit, he black though.
I was a kid. Yeah,
he black though.
I was a kid, so I can't really speak on what happened much throughout Obama's reign. Obama's presidency. So I can't really speak much on. Same thing for Bush. Same thing for.
I can't speak on
Clinton.
Bush. But I can speak on Obama's due to my family being in politics.
Well, hey, my dad stayed watching CNN. I don't know why, but I was trying to avoid all of that. But the older I got, the more I had to be like, okay, I gotta pay attention to all this. Yeah, but besides that, like, I can't really speak for the Obama era. But at the same time,
the second I can speak about the second one, not the first one. The first one I ain't know nothing.
Maybe the second. Man, look, I just wanted to live life, man. That's all. Like, I hate politics. I freaking hate politics. Some way, somehow, we're gonna find a way to make this political, and I hate politics. I freaking hate it.
That's what I wanted to be.
A politician?
Yeah, I wanted to be the president.
Ooh.
I wanted to work my way all the way through.
You got a lot of work to do, buddy.
That dream was gone. You know what I'm saying? I'm not big on lying to someone, trying to avoid the truth.
That's why I didn't want to be a lawyer.
So I'm like.
That's why I didn't want to be a lawyer, because like you don't just you don't always pick your cases. So, like your cases are picked for you.
And that's the same way with me being a doctor.
Right. You gotta take care of everybody.
Nah, it's just medications. A lot of them don't be fully safe, and fully sanctified.
That's
So
also true.
all they doing is testing them on you in the hospital. In which, when you sign,
right,
when you come in, they ask you to sign. You're signing for them to test on you.
right.
So that also has a little thing with me, like, whoa, Sean.
Right.
You know they don't need that, but you gonna push it in them just in case, because you still gotta meet your quota.
Right.
Because a doctor's under contract.
Right. And
So-
but back to Biden though, because I think we'll just end it as that. But like the thing about with the Biden thing is like when we voted him in, and he wasn't doing what we was hoping for him to do as black community, even though he was pushing hard for the black vote.
Mm-hmm.
At first I was like, cause you know sometimes like patience is key.
It's his first couple of days. You
Like,
gotta learn his way.
let's give him a second. But then someone replied was saying like, he did this. Like he signed for this law, did
Well,
this,
I think
this,
it sounded like
this.
I think it
But
sounded
he
like
ain't do this
12
yet.
in his first couple of weeks.
Right.
So
Like it's been 6 months, and he hasn't done this, and this yet. And now I'm like,
what has he done for blacks?
you got a point there, buddy.
So
You got a point there.
like everybody said, no, just give him a little more time. How much more time do we need to give?
Right. Look, at the end of the day, we've been patient for so long. We've been waiting for so long. We've been telling you guys for so long, like what the problem is and ideas for a solution. That's why that's the best part about freaking Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Another subject that I want to freaking talk about while I was out on a hiatus. The last episode when Sam was talking to them those government souls. When he was saying who was really in the office when y'all making these decisions, the people you're affecting or people that are just like you. Perfect question. Greatest rhetorical question ever. Almost as, like that's even better than are you Thor the God of Hammers? That's even better than that rhetorical question.
Mm-hmm.
That's the greatest
And my
question.
guy from Louisiana.
Yes. Was checking a Falcon fan once.
Mm-hmm.
You are embarrassing your father.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, but yeah, it's just our country is just on a. I don't know.
Don't hold my word for it. Again, I'm not a expert when it comes to politics. But at the end of the day,
This is my opinion.
Yeah, but at the end, like shoot, even if I don't agree, I agree. I can understand where he's coming from. I can't be mad because like when. Look, he said he wants Trump, still wants Trump, so everybody can still be exposed more and more. I think people still being exposed, but either way, I understand where you're coming from, and I ain't mad at it.
Cause he was throwing everybody everybody was getting hit on his team and the other team.
Yes.
So that's what I was like, y'all not just trying to throw the other team under the bus.
You're throwing your own team
Your
under the
own
bus.
team getting hit.
You're throwing your own fans under the bus with the Capitol.
But Trump already said he wasn't a Republican in the beginning.
That was the funniest thing in the world.
When he told me that when he said he didn't believe in none of them parties in the beginning, I was like, "Yup, see, that's what I'm talking about."
Remember what I said earlier? I'm just waiting for the chaos. I was at school. I was working at the school I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
I said this on when this happened too. Early January 6th. I think you know where I'm going with this. I told one of the workers who was a pastor was saying like, Pastor, man, I'm just waiting for the chaos, man. I know it's New Year, but I'm just waiting for the chaos because I know that's gonna happen soon. 30 minutes later, I get a notification tweet saying, "Yo, they just rushed the Capitol, y'all, huh?"
I'm telling you, man, they got all the way inside that sucker. Cops was leading them in.
I gotta be careful with what I say now, cause like so far, the 2 times I said I'm just waiting for the chaos to happen, and literally the exact same day, chaos has happened.
Man, listen.
So I gotta be careful with when the next time I
say no harm come to me and mine.
Never.
Never.
Hey, I got love for you, man. Why do you think I wanted you back on the show?
You know what I'm saying? Just say no harm come to me and mine.
Come on, never. We get flowers over here. We give flowers and accountability. If nothing else, that's what we do. I've said this before, and I'll say this again. If there's nothing else that the Slick Talk Podcast wants to provide to you guys, it's love, positivity, and flowers and accountability. If nothing else, I ain't got time for the clickbaits and the trendy trolls and stuff. Unless I'm trying to just be funny my way, not their way, like trolls are. Like I'm not about to sell my soul for views.
Right.
I'm sorry. Yes, I only average probably 8 views, maybe. Yeah, I get it. But damn it, I'd rather get it this way than get it that. I want to say names, but I ain't gonna do it. Yeah.
But yeah, let's stay on topic with the
Ronald.
Yeah, that's what we was just on.
Yeah.
I thought we moved on from Ronald.
Well, we can.
Oh, no.
Now I was saying we can end here, but if you got a few more things to say about
I ain't got no more to say.
Cool.
I ain't trying to turn this into no politics podcast.
Somehow it ends up being one for a second. I hate it. Dog, the first episode back, we went about 40 minutes talking about politics. Right after the presidential debate. Oh my God, 40 minutes in our first episode back.
Yeah, that was like, yep, you lost probably a follower right then and there.
I don't care. I told him in the first episode, if you're a Trump supporter, if you are against Black Lives, like if you
Black Lives Matter.
Oh yes.
I don't believe in Black Lives Matter movement.
Wait, are you talking about the association or just the saying?
What's the difference?
The association, I don't care much for it. I've heard they do shady stuff behind the scenes. The saying is just our lives just mattering. Yeah,
but I'm saying though, but when the first thing you think of with the saying, you think of them.
No,
that's what they didn't took.
That's everybody else. The first thing I think.
No, I'm saying though. I'm saying majority
when we get killed out there.
Majority that when they think of Black Lives, they talking about the movement. They not even thinking about our actual lives.
Yeah.
So
that's what I'm thinking about actual lives.
Yeah.
So as long as you agree on that, I can care about the movement.
Yeah,
like, I get they do shady stuff. I ain't got time for that. I don't care about that. If they're doing stuff on their off of greediness or whatever, I ain't got time for that. Like I'm kneeling with Cap.
Right.
I'm kneeling with Cap. Like I'm on the side of Ray Fisher. I stand with Ray Fisher, etc. Like if you treat, I've said this in like the first episode back. I said it again during the Capitol episode. If you're against Black lives, if you're against my life living, if you're a Trump supporter or etc., you can kiss my beautiful black ass.
And I am not a Trump supporter. I just.
No, I know.
Yeah, no, I like neither one of them.
Hey, I got it. Oh no, look. Hey, I was just trying to get Trump out of there.
Yeah, listen.
Honestly,
I just want to get rid of the whole president at this point.
We all do. I think a lot of people wanted Bernie.
I did.
Yes. Yes.
I've been wanting Bernie for the longest.
Oh my God.
He could die in it. Well, look.
Let me tell you.
If he made it the first 100 days, I'm not worried.
Let me tell you something. And we'll just end off here because we almost at 30. Dog, when I tell you the first time back in 2016 when my sister told me, because of course I was gonna pick Hillary, just anything against Trump. Cause I was like, well, Hillary got experience in that. I guess she'll be okay. Again, me not knowing nothing. I was 18 at the time. I didn't care. Mm-hmm. But my sister was telling me about Bernie. I was like, well, why would you vote for Bernie? And she was like, Bernie's gonna make sure we straight as far as dealing with college debt and stuff. Mm-hmm. I'm like, word?
I think he was trying to legalize weed. I don't smoke. But that can help a lot of our people out too.
It's not even about people that are locked up for selling it. That institutionalized right now.
Yeah. So and then you gotta look at some of these other states. You got California, mm-hmm. Colorado.
Well, you know Cali gotta be the first place that's legal. It gotta be the first place.
So
Cali's I don't smoke either. It's not.
It ain't mine.
I'm not against it. I'm not saying people do it that they don't have brain cells. None of that. No.
Oh yeah. It's just not something I partake in.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
Like it affect. I missed it. It affect. Some people say it affects your breathing. I talk too damn much. I can't be breathing hard. So yeah. Besides all that, yeah. I look. Free all my niggas. All my niggas that was selling. They ain't do nothing to nobody. Free all my niggas. That's all I'm gonna say. So yeah, let's end this with a RIP to Ronald Greene.
Facts. Condolences to his family.
I was about to say that. RIP to Micaiah Bryant. Hopefully I pronounced her first name right. If I didn't, I do apologize. And as well as I want to apologize to her family for that loss. RIP to George Floyd. RIP to Elijah. RIP. It's so many names. There's so many names. Like. It's RIP to all the fallen soldiers that we lost.
Too early.
Way too early. So many people were younger than me. If I see someone die that's younger than me, it's like, oh nah, come on.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, let's just move on so we can get back to the positive vibes because this is rough. I'm tired because I'm tired of seeing this. I'm tired of seeing this. Now, of course, we're still gonna deal with more of this, but at the end of the day, we gotta get progress somehow.
We taking the first step.
Yeah,
we're moving our way there.
But it's not like it's not stressful, especially with the first step. It's like about damn time. When we gonna get to the second step?
If we took this one for the first step, my grandchildren are gonna be fighting for great grandchildren are gonna be fighting for the second step.
This is why I can't be a protester, man. Not a protester. This is why I can't be an activist, man. Personally, I can't be a black activist. Like because I was gonna say it for another time, but I'll say this here. It's how can I say it? Like we thinking about like what we as a black community have dealt with as far as oppression in previous years and generations. Also to think about that and use that while dealing with current oppression that we're dealing with currently, and now also having to deal with how we're going to avoid what's most likely going to happen, future oppression. I would lose my mind. Like I do not want to be. I don't want to be. I don't want to end up with my mind being like, you see this, brothers and sisters. This is a white mask. That is nothing without these black prints. That is the exact thing that's been going on in oppression with all these white men taking credit for what the black man's doing. I ain't got time for that.
You mean just threw your mask?
I don't care. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time to be like, oh, you see, the American dream, it just all built for the white man. Like they want the white picket fence. When I get rich, my fence gonna be black, motherfucker. No, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that.
Oh yeah, man. I want to look up.
I don't want to be woke. I want to be aware.
Speech from Hitler, the Hitler speech. You heard that one?
No, I gotta check it out though. Look, send it to me.
I got you.
Send it to me. Yeah. I do want to check that out.
That's something pretty deep.
But yeah, man, I don't want to deal with that. Like I don't want to be woke. I want to be aware at least. I will be stressful as hell, man. Like no, I ain't got time. Like it's okay to be asleep sooner or later. Like,
just not right now.
Yeah, like definitely not.
Yeah. But if you want to wake up and listen to that J. Cole album.
Good transition. Stay tuned for the next part. Ooh, that was a good transition.